For many football fans, the World Cup final is the only match that truly matters. Once a team loses in the semifinals, it often feels like the tournament is over. The excitement fades, the dream of lifting the trophy disappears, and the third-place playoff is often dismissed as a game nobody wants to play. But this year, the clash between France and England is far from a meaningless fixture. In fact, this match could shape records, define careers, and provide emotional farewells for some of football's biggest names. So before you decide to skip this game, here's why the World Cup's battle for bronze deserves your attention. Let's start with Kylian Mbappé. The French captain has already established himself as one of the greatest World Cup players of this generation, but against England he has another opportunity to make football history. Mbappé has scored 8 goals in this tournament, putting him level at the top of the Golden Boot standings. A strong performance could see him finish as the tournament's outright top scorer before the World Cup final is even played. But perhaps an even bigger milestone is within reach. Mbappé currently has 20 career World Cup goals. If he scores twice against England, he'll move past Lionel Messi's tally of 21, becoming the highest scorer in World Cup history. Think about that. A match many people call meaningless could witness one of the greatest records the sport has ever seen being broken. Then there's Michael Olise. While Mbappé has grabbed the headlines with his goals, Olise has quietly become France's creative engine throughout the tournament. His vision, passing, and ability to unlock defenses have been outstanding. He already has 5 assists at this World Cup. Just one more would see him equal Pelé's legendary record of 6 assists in a single World Cup edition, a record that has stood since 1970. More than half a century later, football history could be rewritten with one perfectly timed pass. This game also marks the end of an unforgettable chapter for French football. Manager Didier Deschamps is preparing to take charge of his final match as France coach. Since taking over in 2012, Deschamps has transformed France into one of the most consistent teams in world football. He guided them to a World Cup title, another World Cup final, and several memorable tournament runs. While lifting the trophy once again was the ultimate dream, ending his tenure with a victory over England and a bronze medal would still be a fitting farewell for one of France's most successful managers. Another emotional goodbye could also be on the cards. N'Golo Kanté is expected to play what may be his final World Cup match. One of the most respected midfielders of his generation, Kanté has inspired fans around the world with his relentless work ethic and humble personality. Although he hasn't featured much during this tournament, this game could give supporters one last chance to watch him wear the French jersey on football's biggest stage. Now let's turn to England. For Harry Kane, this match could be far more significant than just winning bronze. At 32 years old, this is widely expected to be his final World Cup appearance. England's all-time leading scorer has already built an extraordinary international career, but he still has history within reach. Kane currently has 14 World Cup goals. Another goal against France would move him closer to football icons like Ronaldo Nazario and Miroslav Klose in the all-time World Cup scoring charts. For one of England's greatest ever players, this may be the last opportunity to add another unforgettable moment to his World Cup legacy. England manager Thomas Tuchel also enters this game under pressure. His tactical decisions in the semi-final defeat have come under intense scrutiny, with sections of the British media questioning his approach. A third-place finish won't erase the disappointment of missing the final, but it would offer England a positive ending to their campaign and help restore confidence heading into the next chapter. And yes, there is also something more tangible at stake. The winners won't just receive bronze medals, they'll also take home around 25 million euros in prize money. For two of football's biggest nations, it's another incentive to finish the tournament on a winning note. But beyond the records, the money, and the medals, this game is about something much bigger. It's about pride. After spending more than a month battling the world's best teams, neither France nor England wants to leave the tournament with consecutive defeats. Finishing third was never the goal. Every player dreams of lifting the World Cup, but ending the campaign with a victory is still far better than walking away empty-handed. For the players, the coaches, and millions of supporters, this is one final opportunity to leave the tournament with heads held high. So while the football world waits for the W,